Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Canon Chatter TV. Today we're doing a chat-along for the Women's FA Cup semi-final against Chelsea. I'm taking over the lead hosting today while Lottie is finally getting her chance to attend Meadow Park. We've just gone live with her as well, and she'll drop in with us hopefully around half-time, so we'll get some pitch-side thoughts from her as well. Helping me today with doing all the technical side, we've got Lee. Lee, how are you?
I'm all right, not too bad, not stressed at all. Everything's going absolutely to plan.
What's the stream without technical issues, hey?
Exactly, mate. No, we're all good and happy. So we're here for a good game, and it should be a lot of fun.
Perfect. Yeah. And Sam, we have you joining us for the whole game today. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling a little bit nervous about this one. I think it feels more than just the semi-final, if I'm honest. I think for me, it's got a lot of say on how the league will finish as well. So, yeah,
we'll get into. We've had a lot of chats about that, so we'll get into that shortly in a second. And then last but not least, our good friend Matt. How are you, Matt? How are you feeling today?
I'm good, thank you. I hope you're all well. Hope you're all enjoying your Easter Sundays. It's really nice weather and we're all stuck indoors watching the Arsenal. What more can we want?
That's right. Perfect. Well, we'll just run the intro and we'll get into the rest of the show.
He's in the middle. Checks back against Carter and scores. That is atypical for the Meadow Park.
Quickly gets it back again. Oh, what a goal! Well, that sums up her season. The Gunners are WSL champions.
Welcome back to Canon Chatter. As I said just before the intros there, we are doing a chat along today for the Women's FA Cup semi-final versus Chelsea at Meadow Park. So just going back to what you were mentioning before there, Sam, the momentum of what this game actually means for the rest of the season for both teams. What are your thoughts on it? Do you think that this is actually much bigger than just an FA Cup semi-final today?
Yeah, I actually think. I said it much like the semi-final yesterday in terms of the men's Premier League. I think it gives you the winner of a semi-final. I think it gives you one up on the team. And although you haven't won the league yet, or there's still a lot of games to go, it puts in the back of your head, yeah, we've beaten them in a one-off game. All we need to do now is go and beat them the rest of the season in terms of points. I think it gives you that little confidence boost to maybe tip you over and probably help you to win the league, basically, is the way I see it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know, Matt, you sort of agree with that too, don't you? It's either whoever wins today could possibly go on for the rest of the season and claim the title.
No, I actually disagree. I think whoever loses this will actually win the title, and whoever wins this game will probably win the FA Cup. I just don't think City, like on their league form, they don't really deserve to be having this double winning season, considering all the injuries that they had October, November. But then again, no one really deserves trophies based on league performances and things like that. You have to earn it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. No, that's a good difference of opinion there. It's difficult, isn't it? Because you think sometimes, as Sam said, the momentum of winning a trophy, or getting to the final, possibly winning it, going into these last few games of the season. But then also, as you say, it could also be completely the other way around, where maybe the extra couple of games of this and the final will suit the one who is going to win the league. So we don't know, do we? At the end of the day, you never know. Especially with the FA Cup, it's all what happens on the day. Sort of as we saw with the final last year. I'm not sure if Lee is still with us. Are you with us here, Lee?
I'm still here.
Yeah.
I'm here. I can still hear you and see you.
Just
For me,
checking in.
it's all about momentum, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm all good. I'm good. It's all about momentum, isn't it? You know, you get a game like this, two title contenders going out in an FA Cup game. It's going to be a tough game. I think it's going to be a close game, especially we'll go on to teams in just a minute. Strong on both. But you know, it's a one-off. It's an FA Cup game. You don't want to be snookered. That's a little reference to what's on telly now. And yeah, this will be a lot of fun to watch. And yeah, sometimes you do get a backlash of it. You do see if someone loses a bad game like that, they could get on a run. So we'll see how this one pans out. This will be an interesting game.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, like you said, the only thing that I'm going to play kind of devil's advocate with myself. The only thing that you could say is, like you said, you've got one more extra game. I know in the grand scheme of things, one more extra game doesn't make a massive deal, but with it being a FA Cup final, the player's going to be up for it even more, which means they'll have to work harder, which means they'll be knackered for the next game. So, in essence, that would be the only thing you could look at if you did go on to lose it.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Do we want to just quickly bring up the team news for us? We can have a little chat about that. Just as it's loading. Right, so we've actually gone quite strong, which I really, really like. Matt, do you want to talk us through your thoughts on this? Because we can see that then Caitlin Ford has actually come back into the team as well. What are your thoughts on her being back in?
I'm not Caitlin's biggest fan, that's for sure. But she does offer the opportunities to go forwards. She's good at finding spaces. She is a bit loose on the concentration levels. When I was at the Leicester game, she did lose the ball a couple of times, or she wasn't getting into the space at the right time. The interesting one is the fact that Noelle isn't actually playing and that Steph is playing. That would indicate to me that we're going to have Steph on the right and Caitlin on the right as well. So that you'd have the Katie and Beth on the left, which will be quite an interesting mix of how they're going to play.
Yeah, Sam, looking at that lineup, does it actually look like we could be seeing McCabe go back to left back and maybe a back four there?
It looks like it. It would make the most sense. I'm just not keen because obviously I didn't really think about Ford going on the right again until Matt said it. And I remember a couple of games ago he played on the right. He's basically ineffective there. You're basically losing one of your players because he's an out-and-out striker, like a target sort of player. Sort of lump into the ball, he'll get a bit physical to the box and cause some problems. So her on the right, because I don't think actually technically that good at the so I'm not sure about that one. The rest of the team though, it's looking good. And like I said, we've got all these attackers on. And I think that's probably the best way to go through one game. Just try to through some attacking fire with all that we've got basically.
Yeah. And Lee, what are your thoughts on? We've got quite strong leading line really, and I think we said before they could be so interchangeable that it's not exactly like Blackstone's will be up front. They could all sort of go around.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on? Do you think that's our strongest sort of front four, essentially?
It seems from what I've seen that's what they've been using quite often. I know Ford's sort of in and out the side a little bit, but I do like how they set up. I do like the interchange between the players. The other interesting one is Catley and Ford playing as they do in Australia, possibly on that right-hand side. It'd be worth looking at when we go live, and McKay going back to left back as we spoke about. Potentially, anyway. We'll see how it all lines up and kick off.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm a bit disappointed about is Paris came on last week and set up a couple and scored herself. So I'm a bit annoyed that they haven't kept that run up and put her on the right instead of Ford, because I think that's a much better option. I think if we give her more play time, I think she'll gain the confidence which will make her into a better player and the player that we saw at other teams that have come before that she's been at. So I'm a little bit annoyed at that because Caitlin Ford isn't a winger, like I said. So it makes no sense to me. But there we are.
We've got the stronger bench, though. Just looking at that bench, we've got Laura, Noelle, Jen,
So I'll bring you back up.
Mana, Iwabuchi. She's back, but she's not fully fit yet. We weren't expecting her to be playing for the rest of the season, and all of a sudden she's back and playing.
Yeah.
Rafaela, she's also back in training, but obviously not fully fit yet. But I think we're going to look to carry on that form that we saw against Leicester a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, absolutely. And just to briefly go back, only 4 months ago was last season's FA Cup final. Obviously it wasn't a good day all round for us, but just looking at that team selection now, does it give you a bit more confidence that we've got certain players like Leah Williamson back in the fold, Sam?
Yeah, absolutely. I would say there was that period where she was injured. I would say there's your most important player other than probably Mudima, because you see the complete. I don't know. When you lose somebody like Leah Williamson, that's almost like a captain in her own right at the back, you kind of lose your whole structure.
Mm-hmm.
So half of your team is basically rendered not useless, but rendered a lot worse than they are when she's in the fold. So it's vital that we have players like that for games like this.
Perfect. We finally just got the coverage starting on BBC Two. So if anyone doesn't know, we're on BBC Two today. Kickoff is at 12:30, so we'll just follow up until the game sort of begins. Are there any comments down there, Lee, at all?
Not yet, mate. I'm keeping my eye open for you.
Perfect.
As soon as they come up, we'll put them on. So anyone who's watching, please give us a like, give us a subscribe and all that sort of jazz. We'll put your comments up as and when they come in.
Oh, saying that, I'm going to share it onto my social media, the videos. People can click on it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Share away.
Yeah.
Any comments, keep us going through the game. That would be much appreciated, and we'll bring them up as and when they sort of pop up too. Just going by the background of the crowd there, does everyone think this could be a sellout there today? Matt, what do you think about that? Have you heard of the tickets being sold?
Yeah, all the tickets have been sold. Whether or not everyone turns up will be a different matter because of the transport links are not going to be great.
Yeah.
Because of it being Easter Sunday.
Didn't they have trains as well to London yesterday for the semi-final of the FA Cup or something?
Yeah, it's all happening over this weekend, which is the most bizarre thing to me, over the Easter weekend, where everyone wants to get about. Stephen's just popping in. Afternoon, folks. Let's hope for a big win today to cheer us all up. Absolutely. We're not going to go into yesterday at all. We're keeping the spirits high.
No, it didn't. I mean, it was all just an illusion.
It was a dream.
Did not see it.
Yeah, looking at it now, it looks very busy there, considering some of the other games that have been held at Meadow Park this year. It already looks very busy, and I think I just saw Lottie in the background.
You'll love to see it.
No, it's perfect.
You'll probably hear her in a bit as well.
Yeah, Sam, what do you
She'll kill me.
I know it's also the men's semi-final weekend, but do you think that because it's a semi-final, these games should have potentially been moved around to accommodate them to also be at Wembley? Or do you think that they should have, or even a neutral venue?
Because they do it, I know they do it so they have the playoff final and then the national trophy final. They sometimes do those on the same day. They'll have one in the morning and then one late afternoon, 5:30. So I don't see it at all why they can't do that. When the Emirates, they only have to look at the Emirates and how many were sold for that Wolfsburg game in the week. They only have to look at the Emirates and have to see how many stuff like Barcelona. They only have to go and look at Wolfsburg and see what they sold. The Real Madrid game, with it growing, you'd have thought, why not? Even if they have to open up even half of the stadium, they're still going to make money from it. and more people are going to be able to go. Because obviously Meadow Park, people are limited to go. So it just doesn't make any sense. Like a bit like the coverage for 15 minutes beforehand. Like everyone wants women's football to grow, but if you're going to carry on doing everything the same way that you've done before, like limited coverage, it's not going to get any bigger because people aren't going to have the opportunity to go and watch it, etc. So I just don't understand it most of the time.
Exactly, and I think it's the same old sort of conversation that we keep having, really, isn't it? Matt, what do you think? Do you think these sort of caliber of games, especially the teams involved, and obviously yesterday's game with West Ham and City, do you think they deserved bigger venues, even neutral venues? Doesn't have to be Wembley, of course.
Yeah, I think that a neutral venue would have been more suited, especially with City fans getting up from 3:30 in the morning just to get down to West Ham for the early kickoff, which was it 11:30 in the morning? No, 11:30, 12 o'clock kickoff in the end.
Yeah.
It just didn't make sense. And then on top of that, you've got other teams that were going to be travelling left, right, and centre. So it would have made sense to have it in a more local area or a venue that would have been able to host that had good traffic, good transport links. But then again, you've got the opposite of that, where if you're a home team, you want the home advantage. I mean, I think this is the first time that I've seen Meadow Park actually full to the brink. They're just showing Jonas's interview now of them all being together, and it's things like that you look forward to in the women's game. Like you always look forward to the huddles, the way the players are after the games, and I think we're going to see more of that in the Euros. And I think this will be the turning point over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah. And Lee, just quickly going back to we've obviously been in this position before against Chelsea. It's quite it's one of those fixtures that I think the neutrals also like to get involved and watch as well. So do you think the loss in the final last year will sort of have a bit more fight in the girls today, that they don't want to repeat of that and they want to show us, the fans, how much they've come stronger since then?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I watched that final, and it wasn't pleasant viewing, unfortunately. However, I mean, the lineup looks stronger today than it was. That's for sure. Certainly, defensively, looks stronger. They're going to want to put up a really good fight. They're going to want to send a message, especially to Chelsea, who obviously, after the Arsenal ladies being in the pole position for the vast majority of the league season, with obviously our form sort of tailed off slightly, a couple of draws and stuff. Obviously, there's going to be fixtures coming up, which is going to change this whole league table. Games like this, it's a place of putting a marker down and saying, look, we're Arsenal. This is what we're about, and it's going send a message to them. So we're stronger than we were a few months ago.
Yeah, these type of games, as important as they are a good time for you to sort of step up and show everyone how far you've come. Sam, are you sort of hoping that this is one that we get really stuck into today?
I think we need to go at them from minute one and kind of surprise them almost, because they'll be, when they've played us recently, they've had most of the ball and we've kind of had to take them out on the counter. But we just need to go at it straight away. Interesting point, I've just actually turned over to Love Your Garden because they've just got Emma Hayes speaking. So I'm just now watching somebody taking care of the garden. And that was the option for me, for sure, because I just look at her and I just...
Okay, good watch on.
Yeah. Let's hope there's no mind games today, before and after. I think we've got about 5 minutes.
Game, didn't she?
Yeah, I think we've got about 5 minutes just before, about 5 minutes before kickoff to sort of approach here. Looking, if it's possible, and we get through today, obviously yesterday, Man City beat West Ham 4-1. They're starting to look a lot stronger now. Obviously, their injuries to Steph is going to be a thing, but they seem to be sort of recovering elsewhere as well. Matt, what are your thoughts on City and their performance yesterday? And would it be one of those that we could another really good game if we were to come against them in the final?
Yeah, I think that it would be very similar game that we'd see that we had against them at their ground in January within the 1-1 draw. It was very end-to-end. It was a very open affair. There was a couple of almost handbags being thrown in the end with Katie and Lauren Helm. I probably said her first name wrong again.
Yeah,
right.
right.
But everyone's favourite little England player. She does really well, and I think things like that you look forward to in a cup final. There's going to be some huge battles in there, that's for sure, if we get through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. We're just seeing the girls sort of making their way out onto the pitch now. And yeah, I mean, the terrace is there. I don't know if you can see, but they're pretty rammed, which is just it's so lovely to see. You know, I know it's an earlier kickoff as well, so it's nice to see that the fans have sort of turned out there.
I think the toughest game is today in the Man City game. I think for sure I would be more worried about playing Chelsea than I would about playing City. That's not to discount City at all because they're doing a lot better. But I think today's the toughest test out of the two.
City have more on the line though. They're wanting Champions League qualification, and they've got to make up by winning all their games.
They've got a little challenge within themselves, haven't they, to finish the season in a good way. Quick comment here from Antonio in Florida. You must be up pretty early. Good morning / afternoon, everyone. Solid show and fantastic guests. Come on, you Gunners. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be here. We're just about to kick off now, so over the next 2 hours, we'll be covering the game. I know some of you don't like to do it, but I just think it's a bit of fun. Lee, give me your prediction for this game. Will it go the full 90?
Yeah, I'm going to go. I'll go 2-0 to Arsenal. There you go.
Nice. Sam?
I'm not tempting fate with mine and Matt's track record.
Go on.
No.
Do you reckon there will be extra time?
I think it will be done by 90. And that's all I'm going to
I think so. I think so. Matt, full 90 or extra time pens?
It's difficult because you've got the double curse if you really want. Me and Sam on here, and then Lottie and George have gone to the game as well. And they were at the final. So,
yeah.
Hopefully a little bit of a curse break today is all I'm hoping for.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think the 90 minutes will turn up a lot more. The crowd will get behind the girls. And I'd really love you take a 1-0 to the Arsenal today, wouldn't you, really? Just get the job done.
It gives us a bit of an advantage with them playing, because looking at their lineup, we're playing 3 at the back and 5 in the midfield. So if you tell Caitlin Ford to bully those 3 defenders in the middle, and then Black Stenius and Meadow, if all 3 keep changing our positions, I think that's going to cause their defence a lot of problems. Whether we go with that, I'm not sure.
Absolutely. So we're just about to sort of kick off in the next minute, I would say now.
Yeah. There's a referee, Rebecca Welsh. And
she's quite a good ref, actually. I do quite like her. So hopefully there's no sort of dodgy decisions after I said that.
When you do look at their bench, though, there's only 3 standout players for me: Ericsson, Fleming, and Harder. So we've got a much stronger bench, and they're trying to go for it within the first 45 minutes, I reckon. Or try and go with that full squad.
That's one thing we now have is help from the bench. You know, you look at Heath. Even if we needed to change the back 4, we've got Noelle and Laura to come on. So finally, we've got some bodies behind us as well. So we've just actually kicked off now.
Right, okay, you'll have to let me know because I'm still on the centre circle when they're just doing
Oh,
the
I'm on
high
about
five.
15 seconds.
Oh, God.
15 seconds, yeah.
Enjoy it, Matt. I was a minute behind last time. I was pleased to be back on time again.
Nice. 3 out of 4 ain't bad.
Here we go.
But see, the thing is, it's good to have someone a little bit behind because then you can have kind of like a
Yeah.
second thing, like as well.
A double celebration.
Exactly.
Swamp.
See, I
Here
think
we go.
Quite
First
open.
our first attack here.
Oh,
Go on.
Go on, Caitlin. Go on then, Caitlin.
Oh, very
Good
nice
one.
bit of work there.
Yes.
We've got the first corner of the game.
they've literally
This would be good. Just get that
done
in
the
the
knee,
dangerous area.
taken the knee. So kickoff should be in a minute now.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so about a minute behind, as Sam said. Yeah, here we go. Kickoffs.
Nice. Yeah, we're just
Kathy's
Just about
delivery's been absolutely fantastic with set pieces recently. Let's see if she can get.
Oh.
Got one coming up here.
brilliant.
Yeah, they're bringing out the big guns as well. Jonathan Pearce commentating.
Quite right and all. Oh, she's taking a different one.
Oh, nice.
Golden.
Oh,
See if they can get something on the second phase here.
There's
this is
Caitlin.
promising. We
Williamson
seem,
fights for it.
Steph is up for it today.
Here we
Oh,
go.
unlucky.
see, we seem at the minute. I know it's only early, but we seem like first to the balls rather than waiting, which is good.
Yeah, we're sort of getting stuck in as well, actually.
They look sharp, don't they? They look very quick at it.
Mm.
Caitlin looks a lot more on it from that first minute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she did actually.
She actually did well there to turn both. Oh, she gets a bit lucky as well with her.
Honestly, I think she heard me say that she's not technically very good with the ball before the game. So
She
now
is
she's
capable of
decided
doing
to
that though. She's capable of turning players without a problem. It's just sometimes she just has that lapse in concentration.
Yeah. Or tries to take on a bit too much.
I think they're offside.
Right.
A bit offside, Beth, surely.
I'm not sure. They haven't got
Left.
anything up.
Haven't blown it.
Oh, that was a very important tackle there with Jess Carter, just as she was about to take a shot.
Cross
I
in.
think he waited too long to take the
Wait.
shot, if I'm honest.
You're Walty.
Yeah, I think
Probably
it
thought
didn't
she was
come
upside
down.
herself.
Her first touch was a little bit off, so it didn't come down quick enough. But very good tackle.
Decent
To be
defender
fair,
from
from
Chelsea,
Carter.
though. Yeah.
Oh, she's on.
Mm.
That's okay. To be honest, I like it because we're working their defense very quickly in this game so far.
And that's the second corner, very quickly taken. Kathy's playing that out of the box. And
Very good ball.
cross.
Oh,
Oh.
that's going to hurt.
So I'll probably see that in
Who's
a
that
minute
taking
now.
a hit there?
Yeah, England took
Chelsea number 9.
a ball to the face from very
Oh.
close. From
Yeah. She took a Leah Thunderbolt into the face.
Mm.
To be
Not
fair, I'm
nice at
surprised
all.
that half of our team still still standing with the way Katie.
Good grief.
took them.
Yeah.
That's going to
That's
hurt
great touch from
straight
Beth.
in the face.
Millie Bright again clearing the lines.
Surprised that I knocked her out, to be fair.
Yeah.
Well, be very careful on the concussion protocol here, weren't they? Similar to what we saw with Leah in the Leicester game the other week.
She might be coming off because that looked really bad.
Yeah, it did, didn't it?
She did really well, actually, Beth. There,
Yeah.
she was on. Just couldn't. Just
Yeah,
Lost
she just
it a
it
little
just
bit.
kind of bobbed up a bit too much for her to control it.
comes across.
Very least she's
That
probably got
wasn't that
nose, I
great.
think.
Back to Kim. Good head in. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Serena's watching,
Ouch.
making some notes already.
Don't
Very
trust
impressive the
Leah.
other night, weren't they, England?
Yeah. I think she's going to play on.
Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it? It's going to take more than that to stop her in an FA Cup semi-final, isn't it?
Yeah, you don't want to be coming off with a couple of minutes into the game, really, do you?
They'll keep an eye on it.
Absolutely.
That's for sure.
It's Alex Scott, isn't it?
Alex
Yeah.
Scott's in the building.
Well, she was presenting yesterday, wasn't she?
Isn't
So
that Ralph? That's one of the Arsenal board members, the men's board member.
Yeah, I was thinking that actually, wasn't it?
what is
Ralph
they
Finelli.
just signed Vinay?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the one.
That's the one. Ralph Snelly was the one before that. But yeah, it is him. Which is nice to see, isn't it? Like, to
Of
actually.
course.
Vinay was
We-
always the one to do all the stuff with the women's. He was the one that gave
Yeah.
Joe's the gifts and everything when he left.
Yeah, it looks
It's
like he's
nice
there with
that-
his daughter as well. So that's really something that you do like to see, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice that because he's not direct, although he's in the same, obviously it's the same club, he's not directly linked in terms of making any decisions. So it's actually nice to see a board member go out of the way to kind of come to a game and actually support the team, to be fair.
Yeah, because he's under no obligation really to like have to have been there. So that's really,
Yes.
and as
So,
I say, with
yeah.
his daughter as well, it's just lovely to see.
Yeah, it shows that that's what you need from board members, and that's what we want as Arsenal fans, for them to care about other aspects of the club apart from the money aspect. So
Yeah, nice clearing up there.
Yeah. Williamson sorts that out because it takes a
I don't want to tempt fate at all, but Chelsea have barely touched the ball since the start.
Of course, the actually offside.
Yeah, must
Yeah, we've sort of taken, they had their early chance, but since then we've sort of got really stuck in, won the ball back, and as I say, created a few chances as well. So all in all, a good start so far.
be exactly what you want in a FA Cup semi-final, isn't it? Quick start.
Yeah, get into them.
The problem is, though, we've seen these quick starts before, and the problem is you can't keep the quick start and the energy that we're using now for the full 90. So it's important when you are on top like this to actually score.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you can then back off a little bit, reserve your energy to then go again in another spurt in sort of however long you want to, really. So it's really important that we don't
Caitlin. Oh, she lost the ball.
burn ourselves out so quick. Nice.
Again, very well dealt with from the Arsenal there. Very, very well dealt with. Before it got too dangerous to cut the attack out. They're already on halfway line.
With Chelsea not really touching the ball much, it looks like they're going to have to take a lot more time getting into the game.
Yeah.
She was offside there, Stina. So I just wonder if we're going to have the ball full of 20 minutes and then they'll start gradually growing into the game.
That's it. You've got to create a good enough chance to get an advantage because they're going to come back at us.
Yeah.
Free
kick the other way there.
Yeah, any chance like that to give away a poor free kick and give them the ball back, we need to sort of cut them out.
Yeah, the thing is, because if this stays nil, it only takes one stupid decision, one stupid tackle to give them a free kick for them to win it. So you need to be important. Like, I know it's early on at the moment, but you need to be careful with things like that.
Mm. Ooh, another throw down on the left side for us.
Yeah.
That's it. Good from Viv. Seeing out the throw.
I do like that white jacket.
Available on Arsenal.com.
How is that not foul?
For the short penny of £154 and 60 pence.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you get a discount if you're a member.
What, 10%? Aren't they generous?
That's just stupid pressures on a little bit there as well. Forcing it back to the goalkeeper.
We're set up really well as well.
Poor
nice.
clearance.
Oh, you need to be taking advantage of things like that.
Absolutely. Maybe the wrong pass from Kim there, but well won back from Beth.
I'm really surprised because Kim's normally the one to bring the ball forward. So I'm really surprised she hasn't brought that a lot more forward than she did.
Yeah,
And then-
take a bit of time.
Yeah.
She had plenty of space to run
Yeah,
into.
she had tons of space. Oh.
Ooh, clash in the halfway line. Yeah, it's given. It's given.
Left her leg out there, didn't she?
I'd like to see that one back again because I think they were both going for the same. They were both going for the same ball.
Yeah.
50-50 clash. Yeah.
Cena wanting a free kick for the shirt pull there.
Yes, it's a free kick, but you could argue they're both trying to get to the ball. So
Yeah.
they were competing almost.
I think more of the
Just want to say
reaction.
good afternoon. Sorry, G, to talk over you. Just hello to Rudy in the chat there. Regular in
Afternoon
the
panel,
on the
come on the
show.
Gunners. Thank you for tuning in, Riddy.
Because I think you've got to have the chance when something like that, when it's 50-50, you've got to have the chance to compete. And I just don't like the way that it wasn't a tough tackle. It was a tackle that would have hurt maybe, but it wasn't
Very
a tough
nice.
tackle. So there was no need to then roll over about 20 times afterwards.
That's the
in
thing.
order for the ref.
Sometimes it's not the tackle at all. It's the reaction of the player. And, you know, she's got up and she's up. I mean, it happens everywhere. I'm not saying because it's the Chelsea girl. Everyone does it. But, you know, sometimes you think you're really not that hurt. You don't need to sort of draw the foul as such. But, I mean, that's the way of getting a foul, isn't it? Like,
Yeah,
you're never
I
going
don't
to
actually
stop
think the ref was going to give that until she saw the reaction of the player. Because she kind of stopped, had a thought about it, was going to let it play, and then there was about 10 roly-polies, and then she decided, oh yeah, I'll give the free kick now.
Yeah.
So, I think as a referee, you've got to be wise to things like that, though, as well.
Go on, Sina.
Go on, then.
Go on.
Yes.
Done
that
well
cross.
there. Play the cross. Play
Oh,
across.
she's so unselfish there.
She should have shot there.
I've
She's
got all
trying
that
to
to look
create a
forward
better
to.
angle, really, for herself, but in the end, sort of ran into the traffic.
She was literally
Ball
straight.
back would have been better.
Shot.
I tell you what, the Beth was when that tackle came from Beth. It wasn't really a tackle. She just sort of stamped on her foot.
Yeah.
Now things frozen, so I'm probably even further behind now. Just try this again.
That's you. Those when you're on top like we are. Those are the chances you've really got to at least get on the target or better score from.
Yeah.
Make a save, you know?
Yeah, because you're not going to get many chances like that in a game like this at all.
We are keeping the ball and passing it around quite nicely, actually.
But how many times have we seen? I hate to be devil's advocate, but how many times have we seen us control the whole of the possession side of the game and not score, and then lose 1-0, both in the men's and the women's?
Yeah,
football?
but at the same time, you've got to have possession to even start with.
Yeah.
We wouldn't want to just be sitting back and letting Chelsea come to us, which I'm really happy that we're not. Yeah, there's her chance again. Sort of just, I think, ran out of steam more than anything.
I think she didn't quite know what to do. I think she got so far with it and then didn't quite know what to do because it's an awkward angle for her to shoot from.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lovely bit of skill to be able to get into that sort of the left-hand channel to get in that sort of crossing position there.
Yeah.
She's gone from the tunnel right nearly to the manager's bench trying to take that throw in.
And Millie is still walking forward.
Yeah.
Nowhere near where the ball went out.
No, absolutely no. It's like 5 players in front of where the ball went out.
Let it go. That'll do.
It's a quarter of an hour gone already. It's flown by.
Yeah.
Goodness me.
It's good to see, though, in the last couple of games that we've got the energy back that we had at the start of the season.
Mm-hmm. Not a foul. Oh, unlucky.
No, play on, yeah.
Someone go wide.
Oh, my gosh.
Nice, good clear in that play.
Oh, it's headed away. Well played.
Lovely ball in there.
Cross coming back
Yes.
in. I think that could be easy for the keeper.
Yeah, I think if that hadn't have been goalkeeper, I think they'd be given a free kick for that anyway. Our way.
Yeah, this left-hand side, Katie was kind of ball watching really, then going with her player for a second. But, we've dealt with 2 crosses in the box.
Yeah.
But we haven't had anything to really deal with so far, so...
No.
I've had to move because my player was messing around. So I'm now in the living room now.
Nice.
Are you synced up with us then? You're in 16 minutes.
No, I'm not even. I'm sorting out the TV at the moment. It just takes so long to sort out. It's just not worth doing.
No worries, mate. No worries.
Might be a while before I can actually watch the game again.
We'll keep you updated. At
It's
the
all
minute,
fun
we're
and
just waiting
games.
on a Chelsea throw. They made a couple of They had a couple of chances. 2 quite good balls in the box, but we've dealt with both. So
That was
as
well
of yet,
won.
no immediate
Play.
threat.
No.
But they are starting to have a bit of the ball now. Oh, that's a very good ball.
And the header's just going past the line. It's a goal kick to the Arsenal.
Come on, don't mess about now.
That was a very nice ball to Soundcare, but a bit too ahead of her, luckily for us. And we go again.
Long goal kick.
Yeah, 17 minutes and 24. I'm going to have to get my glasses.
Oh, you're the same as us
That's
then.
close enough for me, mate. That's close enough for me.
Well, hey.
Just want to bring up that one for you, G.
I think that's Jamie. Care can bring it down there. Lucky. Absolutely. I think it was just a bit too ahead of her. But we will take that all day, every day.
Yeah.
There we go. That looks a little bit better.
Yeah, you can see now.
Yeah, I can see the TV properly now.
Yeah, we're
Jamie,
starting to sort of lose possession a bit now.
Yeah. It's the first time they're sort of kicking it around the defenders a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, Beth.
Go on, Beth.
Here we
Oh, is she going to give a free kick? No, player.
No, she
go.
hasn't. I thought I did hear something, but I don't think it was, to be fair. They're both going for each other.
It's always one of those things. You never know if they're going to be given or not.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, go on.
Oh,
Chase her down. Keep the pressure on.
good work from Stina
No.
and Katie.
They're going to the keeper. Go on.
No, not bothering with the press. That's a bit odd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Well, I'm back.
Well done.
Go on, play it through.
Yeah,
One
mid-mark.
shot. Ooh.
Range.
Oh, it's just gone over.
Ooh.
No, I like that. She could have laid it off, but actually, that was a very good shot.
Is that the first shot of the? Oof.
First one of anger, I think.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's the first shot of the game.
The left foot drive.
minutes
Left foot
in.
drive.
Just slightly over the bar. Good attempt, though. Again, we're winning the ball back there and creating a chance for ourselves. So we've got to keep on that.
There he is, back again. You all right, mate?
Yes, I am. I just went to get some grapes.
Oh, fair enough.
No Easter egg today?
I've already eaten it. Well, I was feeling sorry for myself this morning.
Nice. I've got one on hand.
Promoting healthy eating.
Well, I've kind of balanced it out with the Easter egg with.
Bit of Easter egg, bit of grape.
Yeah, G, another comment just come in.
Jamie again. Viv's on a mission. Keep shoot. Absolutely. We'd like to see her sort of take a good chance. As I say, she could have laid it off, but at the same time, we would take her having a goal, wouldn't we? So any chance she gets, let's have her have a shot. Work
Even
the
if it's half
goalkeeper.
a chance, she'll take it.
Yeah, that sort of position from her as well. We've seen it many times, haven't we?
I'm surprised they haven't tried to double up on her like Wolfsburg and Barcelona did.
Mm.
They've just sort of let her be, which is a really odd tactic from Chelsea.
The problem is, I think we've got that many attackers. If you do it to one, you leave the other with massive gaps. So I think that's probably why they haven't.
Especially between her and Stina. If they go for one, they've got to go for both, really, haven't they? Because they're so... I know Viv has been pushed back now, but she is that kind of striker.
And I suppose as well, they do change a little bit now and again. So they've also thought, if they keep changing, we're going to have to keep changing our sort of tactics each time to... Yeah, I don't think I've seen it this packed before, Meadow Park, if I'm honest.
Yeah, no, it does look very, especially in the corners as well, where it can normally be quite spare.
Yeah, it's normally towards the. You can normally notice it in like the bits where they stand, like in behind each goal.
Mm-hmm.
Especially on the one side where it's like a mini stand, because there's often, if there's gaps, they're really like noticeable there. But you literally can't see for people because it's like behind our goals sort of thing.
This is something that I always like to see, is that it's actually packed. I think that's the first time I've seen it all season, completely packed to the roof, with the people standing, wanting to. Oh, that's a good save from Manu there to stop that cross.
It was quite busy during like the Champions League games when we were playing quite big teams. But because it was in the week, you didn't get as much scope as you would have liked today. But yeah, I've never seen it this full. I don't think in the time that I've been watching women's football, which is 2 or 3 years now.
Yeah.
Well, apparently, we've only got next season will be our final season at Meadow Park because the contract's up. So it'll be interesting to see what they decide.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, see, I didn't. But I don't think in terms of, as much as I'd like to say, oh, let's move to a bigger stadium, I don't think we're consistently selling out the stadium. So the way they see it is that it's fit for purpose at the moment.
I think they'll
Helps
start
bore out as well, doesn't it?
But you've got to grow with the game.
Yeah.
You know, City have a nice little stadium going on. It's not huge, but they're relatively quite busy in their ground. So, you know, we've got to, as much as we say that we're not selling out already, but the games have been at such weird times as well, haven't they? As well, with mixed in with the men's games as well.
Yeah, I suppose there would be nothing like kind of stopping them, because the Man City women's pitch is on their like academy / training facility.
Yeah,
so there would be nothing stopping it. It's sort of making the same sort of thing as they do. So.
Beth England there with the shot. Saved again.
Another comment from Jamie
First
here.
one on target from.
Want to see Mead get involved and beat her fullback. Didn't get a lot of the ball versus Northern Ireland, though Carter didn't have much defending to do that night. Carter's a very good defender.
Excellent point.
That's quite a good competition between those two.
Oh, it's a foul there.
And there's a foul. She's pulled it back.
I think it's going to be one of those games, isn't it? That one of these players that will do nothing all game and pop up and score the winner or something, won't it?
So far, the way it's looking is it's made for someone like
Go on, Viv.
Oh.
Oh.
Is she offside?
Oh, she's offside.
Oh,
It's
shame.
it's
It's funny how
made
they cut, isn't it?
how it's being played. It's made like a Paris or a Tobin Heath to come on and just make a moment of magic.
That's not offside at all.
No, she's not offside.
No.
What was lovely about that is that she did the nice little flick over the head as well, and then decided to do a few kick-ups before taking.
I'm just going to go back and have a look at that. No, that's nowhere near offside.
Maybe if the
She
line
reminded me of Ian Wright doing that little flick, you know. The little flick against Everton, if you guys remember it, is flicking over Neville Southall. So I'm showing my age a little bit there, aren't I? It is a very, very good comment. We needed VAR there.
I think VAR would ruin it
right.
at the moment.
No, I don't. That's why I watch women's football, to get away from this whole VAR rubbish.
Just on the referees alone, I don't think the referees are going to be equipped to deal with VAR. Goal line technology would be the next biggest thing to bring in, which I hope they do.
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day,
that's a cut and dry one, isn't it?
As frustrating as it can be, you do have to give them. You know, it's human error, isn't it? You know, they can't have eyes everywhere sometimes. So as frustrating as it can be, if we were to have scored from that, let's say, for example, not being offside, but you know, you don't want to then be holding off for 3 minutes while they make the decision, or not, do you?
No.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like when I've gone to a men's game, well, you'll celebrate for the goal, and then straight away you like lose enjoyment of that moment because you go, "Oh, was he offside?" And then they go checking on the screen. It ruins the whole kind of excitement because you go in.
It does.
Spontaneousness of the celebration as well, isn't it?
I think it's relied on too much, isn't it, to get teams out of trouble. You should really only be checking it for a few things, not everything.
Yeah. You know, like it's something leading up to the goal, 3 passes back before the goal. You think, do you really need it then? Oh, nice, Tina.
When it ruins it as well, and it sort of stops any momentum of it. Again, we had one in the men's game the other day. You're just going into a chance here, so I'll break away.
It's a nice little pass to Katie. No free kick. Chelsea break on the break now.
They had that long stoppage in the game the other week, didn't we? In the with the VAR thing, and it's just like, well, come on, it's so clear that it was I think it was an offside decision or something, and it just took forever to go and be given.
You're talking about the men's one with the foot.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. Yeah.
See, I'm all for a referee to try and play advantage, but when you're in your own half and it's a blatant free kick, you just play the whistle and give a free kick. You don't then play on. You try and play on if there's a chance of something happening.
Yeah. That's a minute for everyone to catch their breath, I think.
Yeah, that was a strange one, really. Now we've just invited them to come back at us.
Yeah.
Leah Waltie's done that well there to keep the ball.
Just complete that clearance. There we go. It's better.
You're not going to win against Millie Bright, which is coming through you like that.
See, now we're getting a little bit sloppy with the ball and playing ourselves into danger now.
Yeah. Oh, we were lucky there.
Yeah, thank you.
Given the foul.
Yeah, I think that was a bit soft, if I'm honest, but I'll take it.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not sure why it had to go back to her, to be honest with you, but she did well.
I don't think that was a free kick, if I'm honest.
No.
I don't think it was, but it was a soft one.
Oh, what a ball. Unlucky.
Ah.
The little bit of quality has just come out of our passing at the minute.
A little bit, hasn't it? Got a little bit scrappy.
That's one thing we can do. We can pass teams to death, but just need to do things with it.
Yeah.
It's a bit unusual for Kim as well. Kim's had a really bad couple of first half at the moment.
Yeah.
Very unnatural for her.
Is that
I'm not sure
Catley
if
gone
it's
down?
a throw-in or free kick here.
Yeah.
46 of the others.
Are we going to have a drinks break? Because surely, with the weather like this, that we will be entitled to have a drinks break.
Yeah. See, the thing is as well, watching this 30 minutes, I don't see why on earth they wouldn't want this at a bigger stadium, because this has been a really competitive game of football so far. So
Yeah.
And it's been interesting and fun to watch. So I don't see the logic.
The referee's going to stop that.
Well done, ref.
Keep
what?
doing-
No, that was way too quick.
I thought she had to stop the ball there, didn't she?
stopped the
Surely.
Yeah, she stopped it, gave a free kick, and then they took it quickly. She shouldn't have done that. She should have.
Oh,
Well done.
It's all right. Nothing's come with it. We're all good.
That's
That's
how
the
City
thing
got
with-
their goal at the Academy Stadium. Was the ref deflected it, and it was
Yeah.
given. Sorry, G, you were
Consistency, isn't it?
talking.
our distribution is quite slow.
Yeah, and we
Yeah.
seem to not be like getting rid of the ball. We seem to be playing ourselves into danger and passing it around the back too much. And you're okay doing that against teams that aren't going to press you, but Chelsea will constantly pressure you
Yeah.
up front. So you cannot be messing around with the ball around the back and playing little fancy passes around the back. You just need to get rid of the ball.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well done, Beth. I can't get the second ball. Well done,
Nice.
Katie.
Oh,
Come on, Steen. It needs to be stronger than that. Go on, Caitlin. Plenty of time to.
Big long clearance.
I'm not saying she's had a
That's
bad
right,
game so far, because
Pick
I
up the
don't.
ball and
Yeah,
get it out.
Well,
But
well done, Lotta.
that's what happens with a winger. I think you need the winger to be fast, and I don't think
That gone.
I think that had gone out, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
it had a lot. It's all right. We got to throw further up.
Yeah. Luckily you saved that. Yeah, everything we do seems to be a bit slow at the minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the last sort of 5 minutes, I would say you probably need to make a couple of changes second half, just to kind of maybe hopefully get that intensity again start of the second half.
Corner? No.
Kind of slowed off a little bit, because I think all that pressing and that constant pressure is kind of taking its toll now a little bit. And we've
Quite a few Chelsea fans there as well today.
Yeah, it looks like they've taken up one stand, and then the other half of the I don't know what end that is.
Yeah. Yeah, because when the camera went, you could see them sat along this side as
Yeah.
well, which is nice to see. You want a bit of a... I know, obviously, it's only across London, isn't it? But it's nice to see that they have come out for their team.
Well done, Lotta.
Nice.
She's done really well since that final. She's got a
Yeah.
lot of
Yeah.
confidence at the moment, and
I think she's a really good player. I just think she needs someone alongside
She needs someone
her.
experienced next to her.
Yeah,
Whereas with Jen, they were both all over the place.
because I'd imagine that Leah's constantly will be talking to her, whereas Jen would have just kind of not talked, if that makes any sense, and not like commanded
Yeah.
the back four, basically, like Leah did.
I think that kind of helps when you know that you're with someone constantly on that pitch when you're doing that in training, that you're on the same team and things like that. Whereas I bet them two would have been not on the same team for training sessions, so they wouldn't have got that partnership together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
Just while we're at a little bit of a lull on this, actually, just while we've just got a second, I just want to send best wishes to Fran Kirby, who obviously is missing for Chelsea. And
Absolutely.
obviously she's, hope she takes the time she needs.
And could come back stronger. Because she is a brilliant brilliant player to have in
Yeah.
the league, but also, of course, for selfish reasons with the England squad as well.
Yeah, I was going to say it'd be a massive shame. It's going to be a massive shame if she, by the looks of it, it's not going to be one that's going to be a quick one, unfortunately. So, yeah, it's a shame for the England setup as well, for sure. Oh,
On
Yeah,
Leah.
Long range
with a
shot.
shot there.
Taken out.
Yeah, we're sort of coming back into our own half now.
yeah, I do think it needs a freshen up. If not half time, it needs to be like 55, 60, I think.
Yeah, it does, but we're also dealing with everything coming to us quite well.
Yeah.
Laura wasn't in her kit, so I take it that might be a half-time substitute.
Yeah, I did sort of
Seems-
notice that. She was just in, well, you know, I know it's probably quite a nice day there, but you are supposed to be wearing, if you're not sort of coming on, as they say, you're supposed to be not have your shirt on.
Be a bit of a shame, really, because we lose something when Steph's not on the pitch with crossing wise and.
I would be looking more though on Caitlin's side, to be fair, because I think Caitlin's been pretty ineffective. I know she hasn't had much of the ball, but I just think a really fast, pacey winger like he is really going to cause Chelsea some problems, if I'm honest.
Oh,
done
did
well
deal
with
with
the
that very
ball.
well.
A shot going to come in.
Good
That's
save, Manny.
decent save.
Because it might
think
bring
we've
the
got
energy back to the team as well, a little bit as well.
So you'd have Laura at right, bring off Steph. Then is
Or
that
could
your way of
you
thinking?
maybe take off Caitlin and then push Katie over there for a bit more of effectiveness? Oh, what ball?
Whoa,
That
whoa.
looks like a good ball. Oh,
Just
Yeah,
overrunning
Here
it.
comes Caitlin. Well
cool.
done. Kept it in. She's got no help. The pass from them two.
Come on, don't give a foul.
She lost it. And Millie Bike clears.
I think the difficulty about you're looking at early subs as the half-term subs or something. You know, we've got possibility of extra time here as well. Don't forget, 0-0
True.
on a hot day.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think an early sub might not be the way to go, but I can see why you want to think about it.
The thing is, you only really make a halftime sub if someone's injured or something's going horribly wrong. Whereas you wouldn't really, in my opinion, I wouldn't want to, give it another 10 minutes maybe after halftime and then think about changing formation or something. But
Pressure put on McCade there. She does very well.
Great
you
work
also,
from Katie.
as you say, Lee, you've got to think, as long as we don't want it to go on that long, you've got to think of having your penalty takers, etc., just in case, don't you?
Good point. Very good point.
I originally thought that Chelsea had a game midweek, but they don't. It's the men's that do. So next Sunday it'll be Chelsea playing Tottenham. Then on the Wednesday they play Tottenham again.
Oh,
That's
is that
interesting.
both in the league? Is it?
Yeah. No, for the WSL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think overall both teams are lacking that extra final spark, aren't we?
Yeah.
We'll take it from them. But it has been a tough game.
Yeah.
It's just that final little bit of magic in the final third is missing from both.
I think everyone could have kind of predicted this was going to be end-to-end stuff. So it's great to see that it has.
Yeah.
That's child abuse. Putting the Chelsea
That's the thing. We don't want big score lines. We want hard, tough fought games, don't we? In order to progress it.
been an easy watch as well, actually. In fairness, it's gone real quick.
Yeah.
Go on, Stina. Couldn't get on the end of
Wrong.
it.
Good ball.
from
Oh,
Steph.
unlucky.
Go on, Beth.
Still fighting
Just
for
got
it.
any help?
Maybe a chance to get the ball in. Yes, a couple in there.
Winsler. Nice little flick. Cross
Ooh,
into the
Little
box.
plays it in.
Deflected.
Oof.
Oh, gone out for a throw.
Very unlucky.
Throw.
Good ball by Steph there. Just unlucky
Lovely
that
ball, wasn't it?
it didn't get directly through to Beth. Because she was in a good position, actually, for a good lineup
That
for
was
the shot.
It was a nice little flick as well. It was just a bit of a shame
Nice
that the
big frame.
pass couldn't come in. You know,
Yeah.
goal kick.
Unlucky.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe they just run out of tracksuits because I think that's harder. That's also not
Yeah.
wearing a tracksuit. So maybe
This is a very lovely warm day down at Meadow Park.
Mm-hmm.
It would be really good to get a goal before half time, wouldn't it?
Absolutely. We'll certainly change the half-time team talk, that's for sure. Like I said, we started very, very bright the first 20 minutes or so, but then it's sort of it's gone to a much
that's
more
a
even
foul.
game since.
no foul.
And she's not giving it.
Hmm.
Clash from Miedemar on the halfway line.
That was a kick on the back of her leg, wasn't it?
Yeah, they might play it back in a minute, but at the moment we've got Steph Catley on the ball.
Catley's on the
Back
floor,
to
she's taken out. She's nearly on the bench there.
Take a seat for a breather.
That's a lovely ball again. Just too much on it, and sees it safely to Berger.
Come on, let's keep it. Keep our brains for the next couple of minutes.
Good block from Katie.
I'm going to go for a minute added on.
I think there's going to be a few more than that because of the head injury at the start.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that, actually.
It's probably going to be at least, I would say, at least 3 or 4.
Good ball.
I think both teams seem to be wanting to wait for that half-time whistle to blow.
Yeah.
I think that's a very good shout, actually.
No intention to try and at least get another shot on target. Just
It's that fear of making a mistake, isn't it?
Mm. Yeah, losing the ball there.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Just be one last to take
Go on,
before the break.
Leah.
Oh, they're both
Just
getting
be
in the way of each
careful,
other.
Leah. Oh, goodness me, I don't like this.
Oh, my God.
Messy defending, but
Even
they've
there,
not
Viv
quite
and
got away with
Stina
it.
getting in each other's way.
You've managed to get away with that. And
Just about.
Oh,
Oh, no, we
no.
ain't. No, we haven't.
good tackle.
Last
Right,
ditch tackle, that's going to be a free kick.
Oh,
never a
no.
free kick.
No, you
Well
got the
done.
ball. Got the ball, I think.
Very good tackle from Viv. But again, look, we're just
Caitlin doing
That's a
everything
silly
she
bit
can.
of play
to-
last minute there. Very silly.
inviting it on, really, aren't we? There?
Mm.
No,
That
no.
That was
Oh,
great.
Yeah, no.
I'm not sure. I don't think he got the ball.
To be fair, I think there's been a couple of those tackles that that's
Yeah.
been going on in Viv.
Oh,
my
no.
God.
Oh, great block by
They've
Leah.
got
Oh,
Come on,
Again.
Leah. Well done. Just about half the way. It's going to come back at us. Ball's going out the right-hand
Added
side.
on
Cross comes in.
and goes wide.
Away. It's out. What's it given? Corner? Corner.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna... Lost
Not
their heads a
liking
little
this
bit
at all.
there.
Yeah.
Away
Well
from
done,
Lotta
Lotta.
there.
Lotta headed it away.
Excellent. I mean, look at this there. Leah's just...
Yeah,
It's-
Leah's
just
doing
a
it
little
too.
pass got caught out. You don't expect it.
I just feel like you just want to say, just get rid of it.
I think it was too casual that she had too
Yeah.
many options and she couldn't decide who she wanted to pass to. The ball's just going to go in back for a goal kick now.
There we go, 2 minutes. So, 1 minute left. Just hold the ball now. Don't do anything silly, because that was for a couple of minutes there. We were looking a bit ropey, weren't we?
Definitely. It wasn't the best defending from us, that's for sure.
Mm.
Yeah, Julian's made a good point. Show of frustration from Leah. What do you expect me
Yeah,
to
sorry, I
do?
missed that.
Yeah.
It's just literally come on.
And again, we've just given the ball straight back to them. Oof.
Good heads.
Just need to get it away.
this is the last thing you need.
That's
Yeah.
it. Just sort of show some good.
No, God.
Leah's all got that. Well done.
Composure.
No, this will be it now. It'll be after this corner. It'll be
Yeah, they'll take the corner and it'll
full
be
time.
done. Half time, yeah.
She's done the right thing there as well. She's made sure just to.
Yeah, she's cleared her
Get it
line,
away.
hasn't she, effectively? Let's just hope we deal with this now. In any way possible. Get it out.
Oh.
Yeah, it's all
Give him
right.
a free
I think
kick.
that's going to call it.
There we go. Yep, that's it.
Well, it was a battle, wasn't it?
Bit more trickier than
Half
it needs to
time,
be.
0-0. Absolutely. Just
Lot
sort
more
of tried to
lively.
sum it up, I guess.
A lot
It was
more
a
lively
bright
than the West
start from
Ham
Arsenal.
game, that's for sure.
I didn't see it, to be honest. I
Overall.
saw the second half of it.
Yeah, overall,
Go on,
I
G.
mean, you can't really complain at 0-0, can you? Because we've both lacked, as I say, the final spark. But you can't. I don't think we'll be able to go the full 90 if we end up playing like that in the last couple of minutes. Because especially if they're, you get to the 85th minute, it's still 0-0, and then we fall apart a little bit like that. Could be damaging with tired legs. So let's just hope that the best option really, maybe make a change in the first 10 minutes. If it's the exact same, maybe the likes of Paris that's going to run at those defenders' legs, and see what we can do.
Certainly one of them that
they're
can make
there.
a difference, isn't she? Yeah,
Their defence
definitely.
is there for the taking, especially on their left-hand sort of side. I don't know the girl, that number 3 for Chelsea. I'm not sure of her name, but I think she would be the one to sort of go for out of those 3.
I'm just going to stop us there because live from Meadow Park, I can see there is our very own Lottie B. Hello,
Hey
mate.
everybody, how you doing?
How are you doing?
Hey,
Yeah,
We're
good.
doing
I'm
very
good.
well, mate.
Yeah, no.
How's
What do you
things
guys
over
think of the
there?
game so far? Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. I've jumped in a very long queue for some food, so I thought I'd just jump in and say hi.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've got a really decent spot where we're standing in the corner by the corner flag. Don't know, guys. Hopefully BBC hasn't flashed on me. I hope.
not yet.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I'm quite happy with that. Because the thing is, we've all been all over them. I just don't know. We just can't seem to get in the back of the net at the minute.
Yeah.
So
Both teams are lacking the sort of spark to finish any chances off,
no, definitely.
and a bit of a dodgy couple of minutes to end the half there.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, I'm obviously where I'm in the food queue. I'm standing like behind the goal where it was, so that was a very dodgy, like squeaky bumpy moments. But Yeah, overall, it's
Yeah.
been good. It's been good. I'm quite happy. It turns out sprinklers are on at the minute, so it's not great.
Yeah. What's the crowd like? Because it looks really busy.
Oh,
there
is
too.
it? Yeah, no, it is. It is. Behind me, I've got the North Stand, as you can see. They're really not really noisy. I picked up so many new songs, G. I got to teach you.
Nice.
Hey, Riddy. I saw Riddy yesterday down at Southampton. So hi, hello, Riddy.
Very nice.
Yeah. No, he just came up to me. He said, "Come and chat." And I went, "Yep." So, and then once he told me who he was, it just went from there really. But yeah, no, it's a really nice day up here. Gee, I can't wait to get you up here. We're gonna have some fun.
It looks a lot of
seriously
fun.
have some fun. No, it is.
We're all jealous.
Oh, it's good. It's nice that the weather's nice as well. So
Yeah.
that
I think that's brought out the
help.
crowd more as well, hasn't it?
Oh no, definitely Easter holidays has helped as well. I mean, we know it's busy, but I've never seen it this busy. So, which is nice. Sorry guys, I'm getting very wet over here. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna go.
No
and
worries.
duck
Thanks
behind
a
someone.
lot.
No worries, guys. No worries. I'll see you guys soon. Bye, everybody.
Enjoy the second half.
Cheers, mate. See you in a little
See
bit.
you guys soon.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Cheers, mate. Bye. Bye. All right, there we go. Tell you what we'll do. We'll just run a quick half-time sort of, so we can grab ourselves something to drink. We'll be right back after this little break. I told you it'd be a quick break.
Chopping up the Easter egg.
Time enough to, yeah, little glass of water in my Canon Chatter cup.
Very nice. Always promote.
Very nice too. Yes, exactly. You got to do it. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah, and keep the comments going as we go through the second half as well, because it's going to get
Indeed, no, it's been
tasty.
lively.
There's going to be a point where this game needs to sort of pick up a little bit, because at the end of the day, there has to be a winner from this game.
Yeah, absolutely. FA Cup semi-final, big game to come against Manchester City for the winners.
Yeah, what an occasion that will be as well.
Yeah,
Wembley being able to host fans again for the FA Cup with a
amazing.
lot more, because I think it was still under restriction in a way for the one in December, I believe. We were still under a
Possibly.
certain amount of people going to events, I think, weren't we? So it'd be really
Restricted
nice.
numbers, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be really nice to get the chance to go to Wembley at full capacity. Like, let them do it. If they sold out the Europa League the Euro final, sorry, there's every intention
absolutely.
with two big teams, whether that's us or Chelsea that join City. There's potential for a good crowd there too as well.
Yeah, definitely. So,
who would we bring on as an impact sub? Matt, what do you think about that? Mana, Heath, or anyone else?
That's a difficult one because Mana's only just come back from injury. I don't really want to risk her, especially when you've got a really tough tackling defence that is Chelsea. Tobin Heath thrives in these sort of games. You saw against City, again against Leicester that she scored a goal. So I think I would be looking more towards Tobin Heath. It's a case of who do you bring on. Stina's not happy at the moment because she's not getting the ball, and when she is getting the ball, she's got no one in the box to help her out.
Yeah.
I think it might be a time to just sit back and reflect. I don't think we'll have a sub just yet. I think it will come in the 65th minute, similar to what we did against Leicester.
Yeah. I agree. I think, as you say, and as I said earlier, give it at least 10, 15 minutes, see what's happening, see what Chelsea do, if they make any subs or if they come out strong again. And either, I mean, I'm a huge fan of Tobin Heath. So for me, it would either definitely be her or Nikita Paris to sort of give a bit of energy and raise the tempo for sure. Lee, what do you think?
I was looking at Jordan Nobbs actually and her experience. I wonder if that's not a bad shout bringing on. Certainly in a tight game like this, so we're seeing. It's someone with their experience as well. Certainly a name I'm very, very familiar with. So that's I'm kind of thinking that's possibly where I might go.
Yeah. That's the thing sometimes. It can have a player like her. She's not getting very many minutes, of course, but sometimes their actual their knowledge of the game and big games could give her something extra. That is a good shout.
Been there, done it, got the t-shirt, hasn't she?
Yeah. I was just watching a couple of the goals from the game yesterday.
It's a really entertaining game. I saw the second half of it, the Man City West Ham yesterday. And it was a really interesting.
Lisa Evans scoring for West Ham there as well. Well, she's on loan, obviously, from us for the rest of the season. It's always nice to see. It's always nice to see them do well, isn't it?
Oh, definitely.
Because that's the whole point of going out on loan. It's to get the game time to come back
first
to
time
us.
Experience, isn't it? Especially in a game like this.
Yeah.
Against extremely good opposition as well. So we know how good. And I City had their injury issues at the start of the season, but we know what sort of depth and strength that they have in their first 11. Look at that finish there.
My goodness, yeah.
Fantastic, wasn't it? Is that Lauren Hemp? Is that her name?
Yep, I think she scored 2 yesterday.
She certainly did, yes. My first time I really watched her play was, I think, the England Northern Ireland game the other day.
Oh, yeah.
Goodness me, she absolutely stood out, absolutely outstanding on that wide position.
She always
really enjoyed watching her play.
Well, that's where you see her play. She's always standing out. Sorry, I'm just being a bit nosy and looking at the club website to see what they've got. But at one point they said that they had the cup competition for the women, and I went to have a look, and they don't have them anymore, which is a bit of a shame.
Oh.
Okay.
What's that on the main website?
Yeah, on the club website.
We're just wondering where Sam's gone, by the way. He's just got to eat something. He will be back with us, bless him.
He's having a hard time today.
Yeah, so yeah, I had too many Diet Cokes yesterday.
Oh, that's really nice to see as well. I think one of the goal scorers for the City yesterday, she's been out for a very long time with a bad knee injury. So for England's point of view as well, good to see it. Coming back, scoring for your club.
Chloe Caroling.
Yeah, that's her name, isn't it? Yeah, I really like the look of her at the beginning of the season, actually. I'm just gonna see who they're interviewing in a minute, because she was sat next to Serena, so I wonder if she's.
I think is it? Yeah.
Women's professional game director. Not sure what that role really is, but seeing as she was sat with Serena, quite an important one then.
Yeah, definitely.
I think they're starting to come back out in the next minute or two.
Yeah, I wouldn't think we're far away.
It's going so fast, isn't it, today?
Yeah, it is.
11:20. Well, yeah, 11:29. So a minute or two.
And just while we have a minute, I will be hosting, I think, the Chatalong for the men's team against Chelsea on Wednesday. So keep an eye on the social media for that coming up.
Massive game.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, thanks. You have to keep the boys in check,
It would be
mate.
very typical of us to turn up for that, wouldn't it? And get a result after what we've been through.
Yeah, we'll worry about that on Wednesday.
Oh, for sure.
It's all right. This is going to be, I think they're just going through the norms now, going through the rugby, Six Nations for the women. I didn't even realise that was still going. I thought that had finished.
Yeah, because they do it every couple of weeks, don't they?
Off. Sorry, G, I interrupted you there.
Oh, no problem at all. So when is our next game then? Is it next weekend now?
Yeah, our next game will be up here against Everton, which is the 6:45 kickoff.
On Sunday?
Yeah, on the Sunday. It'll be on Sky.
Yeah. Oh, it would be, wouldn't it? Yeah.
So there's not going to be many Arsenal fans going
That's
to the game.
That's such a weird time for, a Sunday. It's just not... It's not good enough, really, is it? Because none of the men's team play that late on Sunday.
No, but I think they're all doing it for TV figures, aren't they? They're not going to do it if it was a 3:00 kickoff. I think a lot more fans would go, but it's just one of those
because
things.
it's the other than the fact that it's a Sunday evening, it is an evening, and quite a lot of the audience is younger, isn't it?
Well, you say you've got looking at TV schedules as well. There's the Liverpool versus Everton in the men's game. This is what Sky are going to have on Thursday.
Yeah, that's the nightmare. Is the fact that it's the Merseyside derby.
Getting it around there, isn't it?
But saying that, at least it's going to be on television. If you don't watch it on the television, you could probably watch it with us, because I'm pretty sure we're going to be covering it here on Cannon Chatter. Keep an eye on the social media, please. Thank you very much.
Nice.
Smooth.
I think we're going to have a Chelsea change here, by the look of it. Is that Ericsson?
So that means that either Chelsea will be taken off Newen, or it might be coming off. I don't know if.
Doesn't look like we're doing anything just yet.
No, I think it's going to be a wait and see.
This is the last we're going to speak about the men's team for this broadcast. I can tell you that much. Didn't happen.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Teams in the
just
huddle
in time. Let's have a look.
So we can start quickly like we did in the first half. That's what we'll be looking for.
Yeah, because chances are there to be made, aren't they?
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely.
Sharing the fruit.
I don't think they're making the sub just yet then.
No, but she's certainly looking ready to go, isn't she?
Yeah, so we're both starting with unchanged. Yep.
Chelsea continuing that intensity with the press.
Yeah.
Again, Caitlin Ford not able to get onto that.
No.
Bit of a wayward shot, wasn't it?
It was a hopeful ball up, wasn't it?
Yeah, one of those clear it, and if we get it up further up the pitch, that's great.
Yeah, precisely.
Very strange. I wonder what she's waiting for. Maybe the first couple of minutes.
Unless one of the girls out there has got a sort of little niggling injury and they wanted to get her ready to go. That's a possibility.
Oh, yeah. What a touch.
Well done, Leah.
That was lovely.
Very nice.
This is a bit better. A lot more hanging on to the ball and trying to keep it and trying to just wait for their moment to pass that ball now.
Welcome back, Sam. How are you?
Feeling a little bit more alive than I was, so that's a positive.
That's
excellent.
Good to hear. You're just in time.
It's almost like I timed it perfectly.
Absolutely spot on.
Did Chelsea make a change? I didn't see that because I went out of the room.
No, they're about to, I believe, because she's ready, but she hasn't actually come on the pitch. So maybe just see it. Oh,
Big
that
tackle
looked
there.
nasty.
Mead.
It's going to be the first yellow card.
Let's
Yellow
get the
card,
yellow
isn't it?
back.
It's going to be the first yellow card.
Yeah. That did look sore.
No arguments.
She's taking it well. Let's have a look then. Oh, yeah. Yeah, she definitely caught her ankle.
I think she's going off that replay. If I was a Chelsea fan, let's say, I would be calling potentially more than yellow card with how reckless it was.
I think,
a silly challenge to give to even attempt at the start of the second half when it's 0-0.
Yeah. Lovely.
Agree.
Go on, Caitlin. Go on, Caitlin. Great pass again. Go on, Fibs. Going on charge now.
Yeah.
Oh, could you?
To position, and then he goes.
More Millie Bright
Cuts
blocks
out by the defender. Millie Bright, yeah.
That was going.
She's always going to get those. Have a shot.
No space. They're crowding her out.
Come on.
It's going out to the other side, the left-hand side is Catley.
Nice.
Good catch. Can she turn? It's just
Christina.
Oh, what a touch. How did she
I think she did right to
just
shoot, to
drag
be
it?
honest.
What a touch to bring her around to shoot in, though.
That's got to be one.
I was hoping that Steph was going to
How has that
bring it
gone
forward
wide?
a little bit more, but
I think that's got to be 1-0, really.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, she could have
See
probably
her
stuck
reaction
it
in
at
itself.
the front, at the near post as well, and probably gotten a.
I think
might have gone on.
I think we've just unlucky a little bit that fell to Beth. No disrespect to Beth, but I think if that was Viv, that's bottom corner.
On another day, she definitely buries that too.
Yeah, for sure.
She's had a
It's a
great
lovely
season.
move. Yeah.
This is good though because we're seeing that energy again that we saw at the start of the first half. We just need to turn that into clear-cut chances. At least put them under pressure.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm not that convinced.
No, why are you backing off?
Ooh, it's in.
No.
20-yarder.
I was
1-0
just
Chelsea.
Right,
to say we don't look that great at the back, and we don't. We just
never back off. Never back off.
Straight on the back of that chance as well. Should have been 1-0 the other end, and they've gone right down the other and hit a 20-yarder.
I think Manu should have done better with that, to be fair. I think she misjudged the flight of the ball.
Both defenders, who's that? Katie and Kim, both run away from it.
Oh, no.
Leah's had to come across
on the wrong side of the post.
Look, they're both ball watching. That's a great goal. You got to give it to her.
They can't do anything about that.
No, there's no problem. Keep that one out. I'll take that back.
Fierce drive into the corner.
All the defenders were just stood watching though. We've often seen
Katie was expecting the overlap, which is why she didn't go for it.
But Kim was also going for it.
Gone Beth.
We're back.
Corner.
We've often had points of that during the season where we've just been kind of stood ball watching and conceded goals that we shouldn't have. And I think if you put pressure on her there, she's not going to have a chance to have that shot.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we need though here. So corner kick. Let's get into a dangerous position. Get ahead to it. Let's see what happens.
Keep it away from Millie Bright. That'll be the main point.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
And it goes flat.
No, this is going to be an interesting one now.
No.
It's gone.
I just get it in there. I hate anything that's short corner or anything like that.
I actually think you make it harder for yourself if you pass it to then cross it in from there, because it's harder to whip that ball around from that position and it not hit the goalkeeper straight away than it is from a corner. So why do it? Just put it in. You never know what can happen off the corner.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well
That's-
played
go
from
on.
Leah. Go on, Caitlin. See,
Go
Stina.
on, Caitlin.
No.
Play it through.
Keep going, keep
Go on,
going.
go on, play. That's it.
One
Oh,
more.
No,
Very cross.
Surely
Wrong
that's a
ball.
corner.
Wrong
Is
ball.
that a corner?
there is no way
No, I
that's
think it's clean out.
Surely that's a corner. No, it's offside.
I don't think that was, if I'm honest with you.
No. Stina was,
What?
but Beth
Yeah.
Stina
wasn't.
was, but Beth wasn't. That's the second time, but they're blatant. They're not like just marginally onside or offside. Again, that's blatant. She's level on play, right next to the lines, like right next to the line. So you've got a clear view of it. You've got no
Yeah.
excuse to give that as offside again.
Come on.
Again, we're just all over the place at the back.
No,
There's no.
Looking very stretched all of a
That's
sudden,
well
aren't
done,
we?
Lotta.
Let it go. Yeah.
There seems to be, when they attack, I think we're pushing that many forward that we're shooting ourselves in the foot, because there seems to be no kind of shape to our back line at all.
Yeah.
It's just all over the place and hope that things don't happen from it by the looks of it at the moment. Oh.
Well done, Viv.
Trying to play it out the back again, aren't they?
Good ball.
Come on, Caitlin.
Interesting.
She's got help.
Come on,
She's
get in
got
there. Drop the
anyone.
shoulder.
Go on, Caitlin.
Shoot.
Oh,
No.
get rid of it.
Looking to play cat
Play
here.
from
Try and
Leah.
play it in.
Play it back to her. No. Oh.
Very strong from the Chelsea defender, in fairness.
This is might be where they might Jonas might be looking at trying to change something.
Yeah.
It needs a set of new ideas, I think, and some new energy on the pitch and more running, because I don't think there's enough running off the ball. It's very kind of still off the ball. They're not really, when you get the ball, they're not really giving you, we're not making runs to make that many options. We've only got like one option all the time. Whereas Chelsea are playing so many different options. They're playing mostly without the ball, but each time they're kind of varying how they attack.
Well, let's just put it this way. I think that they've had more shots on target, but the only reason for that is because we're trying to play to our strengths. I mean, they're trying to. There would have been a perfect ball for Stina and Caitlin again, and she's given a free kick now.
Yeah, I think
Caitlin
she
was quick,
should
actually.
be coming off. Ref is a bad position there. The ball out to Steph goes in front of her. She's not in the way. I'm not sure. I can't remember.
I would argue again that's just challenging for a ball. I wouldn't go mad and say that's definitely free to score.
Yeah. But no pressure.
Seems to be like the way that we're defending. It seems to be as though we're playing like last week and we're 5-0 up. There doesn't seem to be any sort of like there's any danger to us, even though there massively is. We're just happily rolling it around the back and making silly passes that we don't really need to make.
Now they're starting to look at Chelsea changes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the looks of it. Come on, Stina.
How would that be a Chelsea throw?
Surely that's a foul, if anything, because she was.
I think, to be fair, I think the middle's kind of gone a bit flat as well, so it probably would be an idea to put them on gambling. I'm honest, whether that be Heath or Paris.
Yeah, I think it's got to be one of those two.
I think
Yeah.
Well done, Kim.
I think I would take off Tina and put Viv down the middle, and then I would put Jordan Nobbs in the kind of the position that Meadow was playing now. But then I'd want to take Ford off as well.
This is the problem.
I think
Ford
Caitlin has to come off.
Yeah.
This was the thing over the Leicester game. I kept on saying to fans that were sitting next to shit that we thought Caitlin wasn't doing very well, and that she should have come off a lot sooner than Stina did. And
Trouble here.
Again, Manu.
Good save. Sloppy again.
Beth Inglis with the shot.
It's again that we're just kind of stood watching.
Two of it. Kim and Leah both trying to challenge the ball and neither of them got it.
Lotta's done well there. It's just a shame that she didn't carry on. I think she was concerned more about the penalty than anything, but she's done her best there to try and get it away. Huge improvement.
Big save though from the goalkeeper.
That's it. Well done.
Get out.
As long as we can
come
keep it
back at
up,
us.
I still think there's something in this game for us because it's a very open game.
Yeah.
And I think it's only going to take. I think it's going to only take like a Tobin Heath to just create the magic. I think it needs to be done sooner rather than later because she needs time to get into the game as well. It's not an easy game to enter. So
all of our body language in midfield is backwards. Having it back, like we're flat-footed, and it's going straight backwards.
But then when we look forward, we're playing backwards, but we're having to play backwards because when we look forwards, there's no outlet to pass it to. So,
just on the stats at the moment, Chelsea have had 5 shots. 3 of them are on target. We've had 3. None of them have been on target at all.
Something needs to change, I think, now.
I think it needs to be now rather than later because the longer you leave it at 1-0.
No foul there. There we go.
Yeah.
Chelsea's
got one.
Are likely to score again. Because to
probably
me,
for the second foul on Ford there, actually.
They look the more dangerous.
Yeah, it might be the first one, actually.
Score again rather than us score.
And to be honest, she's lucky she wasn't booked for kicking the ball away either.
Yeah. Right, we need a really good delivery here now. Doesn't it look like when you look at the box, there's so many more blue shirts than red?
Yeah, I think it's because quite a lot of them are really tall.
Yeah.
As well, so I think that creates an illusion that there's tons more players there.
Right, come on. That's a good delivery.
Nice.
No, Viv couldn't get on the end of it, and it's cleared. Well done to Steph.
Well dealt with for Chelsea. It's going to be a handball there, I think.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
That was a great ball in. As always, though, Millie Bright's going to get that.
It's just a shame if Viv was in a different position, she might have been able to get that shot away.
Yeah, if that ball had come to her feet, then I think.
Oh, what a touch!
No.
Oh, that should have been.
No.
Lotta's going half away, but it's a shot coming in.
No.
That's deserved.
That's come from nothing.
Lotta should have left that for the keeper.
Again, that's 2 goals that they've scored that we shouldn't be conceding.
It's going to be a long way to come back from
Just
here.
let people know it was G that scored. She's not done anything all season for them, and all of a sudden she scores in the semi-final.
Yeah, always the way, isn't it?
I just don't get how, when they've just nearly scored, we then feel the need to play a tiny pass back and not just kick it up to the other end of the stadium. That's just simple defending. That's not even anything that's massive.
I think Lotta's tried to do the right thing. She's tried
She
to clear it,
has,
but she
yeah.
hasn't had the call.
Or maybe she's not had a call, yeah.
Leah's tried to clear it, but Sam's got in the way. Lotta, I
It's
think
got a deflection, isn't it? Yeah.
That is a cruel deflection, and just there's
Yeah.
nothing you can do about it.
Very
They
good
weren't
finish.
ball watching this time either. They were trying to make sure that they were able to get the block in. It's just
The thing is,
Controlled
the thing
finish
Good
as well.
finish, though.
a good finish.
Yeah.
The thing is, when you've got loads of, because obviously you know there's going to be Chelsea players in the box. So as a defender, your first thing to do is to just get rid of it, not pay a tiny pass back. It's just to kick it as far as you can down the pitch. So I think there again 2 goals that you can look at and say we're silly to give away, and now that's potentially I can't see.
Nope. We're making
Frieda's
a change.
coming on. Who's Frieda coming on? Don't do the stupid thing and take Stina off again and bring Frieda up front.
That would be strange, wouldn't it?
I think I agree with Rudy here.
Yeah, I
Game
think so.
over.
Here we go.
Let's see what happens here.
No, she's taking Leah off.
Let's see.
No. Wrong decision there.
She's not the one at fault.
I think the thing is, if you go into a game and lose 2-0 and you play really well and you're unlucky, you go, well, it wasn't just our day. But it just annoys you when it's 2 goals that could have been avoided from just lackluster defending and thinking that I don't know what planet they think they're on, because the thing is, they're
Well done,
just
Kim.
Okay.
nice.
Great ball there.
Come on, pick it up, go.
Go.
Why did she pull that back?
No, she's through.
Well, no, right. This is
Just because they're complaining it's a throw-in.
This is the thing. How can they take that free kick early on in the game when it hit the ref and the ball could be moving?
Oh, what? Because it's their throw.
No, oh no, come on.
Thanks for stopping by, Rudy, by the way. He's going to watch the Old Firm game now. So
Never a
thank you
penalty.
for being here.
Never a penalty.
Thank you. I forgot that game was on today as well.
About time, 1 player getting booked.
Yeah. Aaron Cuthbert.
She always gets booked against us, I swear, always.
Yeah, she's dirty. Ugh. 25 to go.
See, the thing is now you're 2-0 down. You can either play with the same team that you've got and probably get nowhere, or you can just sling Paris and Heath on, or sling Nobbs and Heath on, whichever way you want to put it, and just
Go,
go.
Caitlin. Keep going, Caitlin. No, she's
That's the
back to
thing.
seven
She's got no
before now.
help, but there's always 2 of them to our 1.
Just not getting that lucky bounce either, are we? Forwards fighting for that ball.
Yeah.
It could have easily come to her. It's just not happening at the moment.
Oh,
No, come on.
I
Come on,
think
Frida.
Forward, another one.
No.
Left footed, and it's
Great
Save.
save, Manu.
See, I do
Keeps
think
us in the game.
when we play against Chelsea, you do see the differences in the 2 teams. You can see that we've got a lot of new faces in the team. We're trying to build, whereas Chelsea have that more settled feel about the way they play, and that
Yeah.
they've been playing for years together, whereas we still have a lot of things that we need to improve on.
Yeah.
he needs to make another sub within the next 5 minutes.
He
if
needs
he's
to be
gonna wait.
making them now.
Needs to be making them now, because you've got to give them sort of 5-10 minutes to get into the game. If you leave that 70, you're only leaving them like 10 minutes to actually do anything. So I don't know what it's planned for now, because at the end of the day, you're 2-0 down. So you've got 25 minutes left. So you just sling them on now and hope for the best, really, and give it all you've got rather than go out on a whimper.
Don't see any sign of any changes at the moment, though.
No. Oh, yeah. 3, 2.
I can't even tell if there's any subs
Yeah,
coming
there's
on.
no-
It's hard because it looks like
It looks like Paris has
they're
got
all
a-
wearing,
Yeah.
all the staff are wearing red. So
Okay.
there's a girl on the bench there, but there are two about to come on for us,
Well done, Leah. Winning
which
the
has
ball
to
there.
be Paris or Heath or someone
Yeah,
attacking
We'd be
minded.
supposed to see both of them, yeah.
I think
Yeah, but at the same time, you have to bring on a defender to sort of stop the rock. Maybe it might be worth it to push Katie further up now and
Yeah.
take Ford off, and then have Noel playing
Yeah, fullback, yeah.
at the right. So then Steph's not playing on the side that she's not used to.
Yeah.
in the defence.
Oh, look at that.
No.
Good stop.
But, she's offsides.
I don't think she was.
I think the only defender really that's had a good game is Leah. She's still looked really, really like assured.
Oh, she
The
was
other
off.
ones
Good call.
haven't looked that assured, if I'm honest.
Come on now. See, even the layoffs just aren't at the right quality. Yes.
Tobin and
Both of them.
Nikita. Does that mean Beth
Beth and
boys?
Caitlin?
Or would that be Stina and Caitlin?
Stina.
Yeah, just seen it now.
Yeah, she's not been able to get into this game at all, is she really?
Very quiet, yeah. Had that one moment on that left-hand side, but wasn't much, and it's...
Well done, Steph.
Yeah.
Taking it out. Lost with the
Still
ball.
a
Oh,
little
nice
bit dodgy
save.
in our box.
Oh,
But
no, not
it's
good
taken
save.
away.
Good save.
This is going to be 3. No, not
It's
quite.
wide. We shouldn't
Again,
be playing.
just get
We
rid
need
of
to
it.
stop playing.
She
Into
did
trouble.
so well and then just took too many touches.
Mm.
Look,
They're
now.
playing Kim into trouble. She can get herself out, but not all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good save.
Here they come again.
Come on.
Just feeling this is a difficult 20 minutes now.
Yeah.
Just the way Chelsea are in the game, and they look like they're going to add to the total, don't they? Let's be honest.
Oh, Frida.
Much more likely to add them to their total that we do scoring, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Well,
I agree.
Chelsea are either going to do two things. They're going to try and go for another one, or they're going to sit back for the next 20 minutes and say, well, the game's done.
I think
Yeah.
they'll be more. I think they'll be more clued up than that because they'll see Paris.
That's a
and
humble.
Caitlin again. Make
Then-
it up
Desperate
now.
now, and she
Here we go.
Just Nina for Nikita.
Come on then. Let's have it.
20
minutes.
minutes to go then.
20 minutes is a good amount of time.
Yeah, Stina's
Get
gone off
stuck
the
in.
long way.
There's Nikita Pass coming on.
Who else?
Caleb Ford.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
agree with
about right.
Dina just wasn't in it.
Okay.
So does that mean Beth's going to go play in the middle now, or are they going to take it in turns and rotate?
I would say rotate the two. Well, the way it sets up, the way it looks at the moment, it looks like Beth's up front and Viv's still in the middle. But
Get rid of it. Why are we still waiting?
yeah, I don't know why we're.
That was a good ball from Leah.
Nice touch. But
It was
really,
just
goal
a shame she couldn't carry it on.
Oh, God. Now harder comes on.
Oh, God.
Oh.
I'm just hope City win the FA Cup if
Yeah.
this, right?
That sound, yeah.
Yeah, she did nothing all game.
Glad she didn't score.
You can tell by the deafening silence that it's just not been a good game.
Nothing going on. Certainly
They win it
since the
back
second
straight
goal.
away.
Yeah.
Clear it.
Oh,
Lovely.
Jesus, thank goodness we've cleared it for once.
They're running straight back at us on the right-hand side. Cross comes in.
Yes, get it out.
I
Good
wonder
goal
if it's
from the
worth
keeper.
it to talk to
Good
That's
control.
maybe
easy one.
bring off Kim. She seems to be
No.
a bit out of her depth.
Oh,
Having a
wow.
bad one, isn't she? Yeah.
Got to be now.
Come on.
Aren't we saying something off air about there being a curse?
Yes, the fact that both me, Lottie, George, and Sam, whenever there's a game on either here or whenever they go to the
That's
women's games,
What?
we end up losing.
Oh,
Where was the running for that ball though when it dropped?
exactly. They just stood
Was
waiting for
everybody
it to come to them.
good still watching again?
No, fuck. Oh, that's better.
Honestly,
This she was alive to getting the ball there.
I'm going to make out that it's going to change the league that much. But when you play like this and you don't play well, that affects you as well. Because
The confidence of it, isn't it?
you're thinking, we've got some not easy games left. So if we're going to keep playing at that level, we're going to put ourselves into serious danger of not competing for it.
Right, so let's see who.
Good for it. Right, now get rid of it.
Rids, why are you waiting?
Come on, pressure. Yes, that'll do. Keep going.
I think she's got really bright since she's come on. Really, really bright.
Get it
That's good
down.
head.
Get it down.
Oh, come on, go forwards with it.
The energy in the Chelsea players. So you can see that they're sort of running and getting at the defense, even though our defenders here at the press.
Nice.
Playing into their hands. Come on, free kick, surely.
How's that not foul?
Oh, wow.
Like
Nothing
3 of them on
given.
her.
Wow.
Oh, the cocky triangles are coming out now.
I don't blame them, to be honest with you, because they're so comfortable in their
Time
position.
wasting, trying to bring down the time,
Yeah.
make sure that they.
That'll do.
Game
Yes,
management.
Right, everything we do just needs to be quicker.
Yeah.
What a waste of a throw.
Yeah, you're throwing it to someone who's got the biggest defender right behind her.
When you've got to throw in, you've got to give the
Lotta.
multiple options. If you don't, you're just going to give the ball away.
Right,
England against McCade here.
Nice, Katie.
As well.
Nice, lovely.
It's
touch.
very unusual for Casey to have such a quiet game, and that's a free
Yeah,
kick.
ref.
Surely that actually that's
Yeah, free kick.
Yeah.
It took a
not
long
too busy
time.
kicking the ball away by the look of it.
Again.
Oh wow,
That's a red. That's a red. She's on a yellow already. Surely that's a
Yeah. Certainly,
That's
it's sort
definitely-
of second yellow card,
Oh.
surely.
The thing is,
Again.
if she hadn't have got a yellow card, then they would have given her a yellow there.
That was-
So what's the difference between having a yellow and giving her a red? There is no difference. It should be the same.
Exactly. Great point, mate.
That's about 5 ice cream vans that have come down my street today. They must be in direct competition with me. There was one came at 11 o'clock this morning. What's your time?
Nice. Sunshine.
Well, yeah, it's sunshine, but most people haven't even woke up on a Sunday for that time.
Go on, Leah.
I said to myself, right, if it was a bit later, I'd have gone out. Now one's come out, and I'm going to be good and not go out.
Look, there's just no one there.
Yeah, just clearance from the goalkeeper. Everything is going to the Chelsea players, isn't it now? With
Yeah.
13 minutes to play, guys. It's looking very
There's not
difficult.
going to be a lot to wrap it up with.
There isn't going to be any going on really either because
Come on, just get us a goal or something, just to give us something to cheer about. First time the stadium's full, all stadium, all season, and the first time that we've actually lost there since all season as well.
Yeah.
By mistakes, not just pure like excellence from them.
Yeah, I made that point, didn't I? If you win, because you're unlucky, but it's just the same way.
And Beth's in agony now as well.
It's not good. That looks like a hopeful ball to me.
No, it's gone for. She shouldn't have turned. If she didn't turn,
offside
she would have got that.
Well, but is it offside again?
Most likely, no.
Another sub for Chelsea coming on. Goal scorers coming off.
Oh, great. Now we're going to have to see that goal again.
Yeah, here we go.
Wonderful.
There's nothing Leah can do about that one.
Absolutely no.
It's quite a blast there, wasn't it? It's right in the top corner, wasn't it?
Yeah, posting in.
If she tried to tackle her, she couldn't away a penalty.
So Jessie Fleming, here we go.
Right.
This game isn't doing much to really keep me awake either, is it? To be honest.
Yeah, it is a little bit flat now, isn't it?
It's just I don't know what's going on. It's almost like this is cup final mentality again. They're not happy about it. They're not willing to try and show that they're ready and wanting to get to that final anymore. They've just sort of given up.
See, the thing is, it's kind of each week, you don't know which team's going to come along. It's kind of a Jekyll and Hyde each week. 1 week will be like world beaters,
What's the free kick there for?
And then the next week will turn up like this. So you never quite know what
Arsenal is ever going to turn up.
Yeah, for sure. Like it's just bizarre that how 1 week we can play so amazing and the next we can go out on a whimper like this. It's not great, really.
I would be interested to see what Jonas says in the full-time whistle interview.
Yeah.
Because I don't even think it's because they've been massively better than us. I don't actually think that's the case.
They've been flat as hell as well. Just very lucky
to
have had the opportunity to score 2 really good goals.
Yeah, I just think they've took the chances that they've got. If Beth had taken the chance earlier, it's a completely
shot on target there. Come on.
But that's what you mean, you know. You said the stats about the shots on target. You're not going to win a game when you don't get a shot on target. You're not going to try and score through 3 people either.
I think that just sums it up as a United, to be fair, that we've just...
Yeah.
That ball needs to be better. Seems to be the problem is that final ball's not been excellent. Yeah. And when it has been, Chelsea have been there to clear it up.
Yeah.
Shows the golf, doesn't it? I mean, of class in the position.
Come on, move.
It's just the way in which they're set up and the way in which they don't give you many options.
Just giving the ball away.
Right.
Just well done, Beth.
Come on,
Nice.
girls.
Come on, Tobin.
Go
Come
on,
on,
Tobin. Here we
Tobin.
go. Trying to be direct there. The
Oh.
fullback's done brilliantly well,
Charles
actually.
has defended very well against
Yeah,
anyone on that
very
side.
strong.
Just
It's a good chance, that wasn't it? But I mean,
Wrong
look how
kind
well
of angle
she's
to
just
take her on
blocked
like
her
that.
off. Yeah.
I take it you'll be doing another Chatalong on Sunday, next Sunday, for the game against Everton then.
I think that's the plan. Yeah, absolutely.
I'll be at the game, so I won't be there.
Yeah, I am in Liverpool next Sunday for my birthday, so I won't be around either.
nice.
Are you going to the game or?
No. Oh yeah, it's how weird's that? It's at Everton, isn't it?
Everton? Yeah.
How weird. I'm sure Jade's probably looking daggers now, and she's going. She's looked at me and just shook her head. So
Nope.
Good plans.
No football.
But to be fair, after today, I've got no reason to want to go either, to be honest.
Showing Alex Scott there, she doesn't seem very impressed.
No.
And surely that's a free kick to Arsenal.
Nope. Free kick to Chelsea, of course.
How was that a free kick to Chelsea when she dragged her Kate to the ground?
Let's have a look.
Shirt pull?
Not a foul at all.
No,
Don't know.
no. It's a foul. If anything, it's a foul to Arsenal.
It was a foul on us.
Yeah, because
Like-
she's pulled her down. And then she's just gone down and won a free kick somehow.
Didn't do anything to the Chelsea player at all.
Maybe that blow to the face might have just done something a bit.
Get rid
Comes
of it.
that ball in.
Are you going to get rid of it then? Oh my God. Just get
No.
rid of it.
Kim,
Just
you're
trying to
being
be
played into
fancy and
trouble
play it
here.
out.
Wow.
Strong.
Oh, she got the free kick. That's the main thing.
But again, we
Unless
just not.
she's died. No, come on. You need to be telling her off for that. You can't be turning around saying that she's died when you've actually gone fully into
That
her.
is a foul.
No. What are you doing? Come on, ref. You need to be cutting into these players and telling them off.
Oh,
Why? Just clear it.
Leah that was very
That's
lucky.
it, Leah. Well
actually.
done. Come on, bring him up.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Here we go.
Come on.
Where's the support for her?
That's a
That's
free
got to be
kick,
a foul,
surely.
surely.
And a card as well. She's been attacking all the players like that all game and not gotten anything out of it.
No card.
Ridiculous.
That's silly. The way this whole game has been.
That's a free kick all day long, and that's a yellow
Was it
card.
Carter on Paris?
I'm not going to blame. I can't blame the decisions, but the offsides and the decisions have been bizarre, completely bizarre.
The offsides have been the worst.
Come on, let's get something.
Going to get back into the game. This is how we're going to do it.
The thing is, if you score now, anything can happen. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's how quick things can turn.
Nice
Come on,
delivery
Steph.
now. Good
Come on.
delivery.
Yes.
No. Come on, Tobin.
Still a chance. It's Tobin
Someone
Heath.
help us. Someone help us.
Left
Someone
hand
help us.
side.
That's it,
Oh,
Frida.
what was that?
Gone.
Oh, Frida.
Gone.
Oh.
Nope.
And with that, I believe that's probably our chances of getting back in the game gone, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Because there hasn't really been, apart from the subs, there's been nobody down. So there's only going to be sort of 2/3.
2 minutes at most, yeah.
Well, the extra
Yeah.
little bits and pieces like the free kicks that they've given away, the time wasting Chelsea
2
doing.
or 3 minutes, I'd say, yeah.
Yep.
Look, we're all just stood watching it.
Yeah, we just stood ball watching. It's almost like we don't want to
Come
win.
on, Lotta. Oh,
Jeez.
That
Just
was a good
sails
shot.
over the
She's given the
bar.
goal kick. I thought that was
Yeah.
she blocked that by the look of it, but she's given the goal kick.
Thinking about the game as well, they haven't had
Yeah, good kick.
much of the ball at all. They've just taken 2 chances that they've had by mistakes.
That's
They
a lovely
been-
touch.
They haven't been unbelievable in any sense because they've looked very kind of tired, like we have.
Do you remember
Oh,
what we said at the start of the game when we started really quickly with a lot of possession? It would be really good to take some of these chances. I think
Yeah,
Chelsea have been
absolutely.
clinical in what they.
But they weren't
Well,
even
their
good enough
chances.
chances
Go on,
anyway.
Viv. No,
Yeah.
lost the ball again.
Why are you watching?
F England, good block. Well done, Katie. And again, no free
Ooh.
kick. Gone, Nikita. She's just got no.
Got no
help
room.
at
She's got
all.
no room.
Oh, that's a throw.
Hey.
But there's also nobody running to help as well when we get the ball at all. They're not giving each other any options.
She took her boot off as well.
Crunching the boot there.
See, now the time wasting. All this is extra time that they're going to be adding on to the end of the game.
Well, you hope I say hope they add on to the end of the game.
I mean, what was the game? Milton Keynes against Sheffield Wednesday. There was about 10 minutes of added time on that.
Sloppy.
Wow, this is just poor. It really is poor.
That's it. Well done,
Hey,
Leah.
you can always accept if they've given everything, but
That's
the
it. Go on, Toby.
sloppiness.
Go on, something.
No.
Oh,
No.
It's just so soft and giving it away.
I think it's just down to bad decisions that we've made.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, what a goal.
Cross. Nikita. Oh, that's gone wide.
I don't think she was expecting that.
Or is she giving it offside?
oh,
No, it's not
what's the
offside.
speed?
Definitely not offside.
Oh, what?
No offside there.
That's
No.
3 times now that they've been blatant on the same side as the line.
Oh,
of
actually,
the
no. That's
decision.
surely that's a corner.
How
No,
has
I
she
don't
got
think-
man of the match?
No.
For me, if anything, it would be Charles for how she's dealt with
But
what we
this,
have been able to bring.
I would have gone with Millie
you've got
Bright.
when
if
you've got
that's-
3 blatant offsides, but we're given offside on one side,
I don't think that one was.
that's when it allows people to say, well, is football fixed? Because they're all clearly onside.
Just into the dying seconds of 90 here, and Chelsea comfortable on the ball again.
We just can't get it or
Yeah.
keep hold of it. That's not.
Corner
lost
kick for
in the
them,
corner.
and literally they're just going to keep it in the quadrant there. They're not going to go anywhere with it.
They should do, yeah. Oh, I just can't stand that they. You know her I'm not going to listen to her comments today.
3 minutes, really?
2 goals, I suppose. 3 subs.
Yeah,
each.
goals from the subs. Yeah,
Usually it's about 4 minutes with if there's goals in the sub.
Yeah.
And now they're wasting even more time. But
The thing
Trying
is,
to play into the
even
corner.
if they put another 90 on top of this, I still don't think we're scoring.
No.
yeah, I think that's a
How
fair
is she
point.
going to give that to them then? Get rid of it. Come on, Viv.
hit and
Too
hope.
far.
Come on, Beth. Come on, Beth.
Yeah.
Ooh. Touch.
Come on. Got to do something now.
Come on, Kim.
Don't end it like this. Steph with the
Cross
cross.
comes in.
No one's
No one's
attacking the
there. Tobin. Kim. Just no one's helping each other. Cross in.
It's too slow. That's the thing. That last ball's been wrong, unfortunately, most of the match.
Yeah.
And, and the keeper's not really been that troubled.
The fact that Jonas is sitting down, he's not even barking orders, I think that speaks volumes.
It just accepts it, doesn't it?
I don't think their keepers had to make a save, if I'm honest.
No, you're right.
Absolutely right. Yeah.
I think
It's just a shame that the crowd haven't seen anything really. Oh, go on, Viv.
Go on, Viv. Go on, Beth.
This is
Finish
maybe
it.
best chance to go, and it's not going in.
She's offside.
Oh,
No.
come off there.
And she still missed.
Oh dear.
Viv should have gone for that, shouldn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, Beth's definitely off there.
Yeah, no complaints in there. Got to say, the keeper's still done very well with the saving up on the feet, don't she?
Yeah.
Well, I think Beth's got to do better there. She had loads of time to run and check the line across and just tilt her head a little bit and see that she's miles offside. So I think
I just spotted Lottie with her sunglasses on.
She'll be thrilled.
Well, I guess for her and the other fans there, at least it's not piddling with rain.
Yeah, true.
This is perfect football weather. It's just a real shame that it hasn't lived up to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we spotted her.
We saw her. Hopefully she'll be able to jump in before we finish here.
That's it.
That's the full-time whistle, everybody. And unfortunately, we're out. Credit to Chelsea. They're going to play Manchester City in the final. And to be fair, they deserved it as well, unfortunately.
Yeah. You know, it's disappointing, isn't it, when it ends like that through, as we said, some defensive mishaps, shall we say, from our point of view. Two brilliant goals though. You can't, they've taken both of those goals very, very well. It hasn't just been like a mistake and a tap-in sort of thing. They have been very well scored goals. And as we say, they're 50th and 61st minute. So although there's 11 minutes, it kind of just is a killer when you score twice so quickly in a way, isn't it?
Absolutely. And with that second goal, it really kept any flow that we had, any decent sort of flow of the football we had. It seemed to me like I think they probably had a lot more of the possession in the second half as well, didn't they?
Yeah.
And
comfortable.
It's like we talk about momentum in football and stuff, and they Should we just turn off the screens now? I don't want to see anymore.
It's already gone over.
It's a real shame to the weekend, that's for sure. We've got Everton next in the game. They've got Chelsea. It's all to play for. I mean, that's essentially the last trophy we can win now. And I think I know Sam said that he reckons that the winner of this game would have had the chance to go and win the league. I've said the opposite, that I reckon the loser will win the league because the mentality to come back and fight and win these sort of games. They've got the tougher running at the end of it. They've got United at the end of the season. We've got West Ham. So it will be one to watch, keep an eye on, and it'll be one to keep an eye on for sure.
They've got Tottenham twice, I think we said, didn't we? So, like twice in spin, I think we said. So, definitely eyes on our rivals there up the road and see if they can get anything from them games.
That's the thing with whatever we feel about Tottenham. In a way, you'd want to just say, "Could you just help us on this occasion?" Just one of those games would help us a lot.
Certainly would.
But you, as always, with everything, you can't rely on other people. You've got to do the job yourself. So let's just hope that this is, I don't think it's as bad as the final last year. There's a lot more we could take from it, but disappointing for the time being, for sure. Are there any sort of further comments, Lee, before we sort of wrap the show up?
I've got nothing down my end. So if anyone wants to sort of final comments, pop them in. We'll read them out before we go. I sort of maybe hang on for a couple of minutes, see if Lottie wants to join back in at full time, but
probably not.
She's probably wanting to find her drinking hole somewhere.
It's a shame, but let's hope we go with what Matt's saying, and hopefully we can just focus on the league now and push on and bring that home, because that would be a very nice trophy to win as well, wouldn't it, really? And then, as I said earlier, it's going to be a cracking final. You know, two very, very good teams going against each other. Hopefully a good crowd turns out at Wembley again. You know, as much as we'd all love for us to be there and maybe have gone to the game ourselves, yeah, and for the whole thought of the women's game and as it's growing, you just hope it's a really good sort of event for the rest of the game, really. So we'll just
Sunday
sort of...
the 15th of May.
Oh, is it?
Sunday the 15th of May, live from Wembley Stadium. It should be a showpiece for them, in fairness, you know. It should be a grand game. So,
in which case, I hope
it's a shame we're not there.
Yeah. Next year.
Exactly.
We'll win the league and it will be okay. But yeah, so just want to say, Matt, thank you so much for joining us for the game. It's a shame of the result, but nice to have your company.
Yeah, it was brilliant. Thank you for having me on, and it's always a pleasure to see you all. And hopefully soon, me and Sam will actually be on one of these, and we'll actually win a game instead of seeing no goals in or anything.
Yeah, it's going to be a big mass celebration when it actually happens.
Yeah,
we should look forward to it, eh?
Yeah, it's been brilliant. Thank you for having me on. It's always nice to speak to you all.
No problem. And thank you, Sam. I know it's been a struggle for you today. We appreciate you joining us.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks.
No problem. And that big thanks to my co-host doing all the tech stuff. Lee, thank you so much.
Always a pleasure, G. It's been lovely having you. And just a big thank you to everyone watching us as well. Thank you for keeping us company this afternoon. And big thank you to our hosts. Cheers, G.
No problem at all. Keep an eye on the socials, and we'll let you know when we'll be back with our next chat along. So thanks all for tuning in, and we'll see you soon.